Alex here.
Dre here.
And while you're here, make sure to hit that subscribe button.
And of course, make sure to follow us on Instagram at Scooby's Do Movies so you can keep up with all of our daily shenanigans.
Today, we are giving you our Shazam Comic-Con teaser trailer.
Yeah, we are. Now, I've been excited about this movie for the past good year. I was a little skeptical at first, but the way the director kept describing it was, it's big with Tom Hanks, great classic movie, meets Superman, the Chris Reeves version, where he's like very sort of hopeful and optimistic. I'm like, love Chris Reeves Superman, love Tom Hanks Big. Why would I not love this movie?
Same. And also, another reason why you're gonna love it is because Zachary Levi, who, you know, was on Chuck, a nerd favorite. Andre has a little love affair with Chuck.
Well, I'm just saying, excuse back in the day, during my acting time, I did a couple episodes of Chuck where I played an evil computer hacker that worked for the terrorists, played by Timothy Dalton, James Bond, and Sarah Connor, Linda Hamilton. I'm just saying.
We need to find that clip.
We gotta find it. If I can find it, I'll post it for you.
Also, of course, he was Fandral and Thor, so he's just a big nerd at heart and like a big kid, you were saying.
Yeah, when he got cast for this role, I was so happy for him, because just like between takes on set, whenever he would be palling around with even like the craft service guy, the camera guys, the other people on the show, he'd be like, hey guys, so this weekend we're having a Call of Duty World of Warcraft tournament at my house. Yeah? All right, everyone be there.
I love that.
Yeah, he's awesome. Like, so nice as a celebrity, but also he's a legit nerd. He's not a poser. He's got the goods. He lives on sci-fi fantasy. He was dying to play a superhero to the part where he was like, I'll take a minor role in Thor. Now he's the star.
Yeah, this is probably his childhood dream.
Probably.
Yeah, so I think that he's probably going to be a great Shazam.
I think so. So let's see how DC interprets the live-action version of Billy Batson, who turns into a giant magical man.
Love it.
All right.
You've run from foster homes in 6 counties.
I can take care of myself.
When you're 18, give these people a chance, because that's what they're giving you.
This is Billy Batson. Make sure you make him feel at home.
They seem nice, but don't buy it. It gets real Game of Thrones around here. Dude, just messing around. You look at me and you're like, why so dark? You're a disabled foster kid. You've got it all. If you could have one superpower, what would you pick? Everybody chooses flight. You know why?
So they can fly away from this conversation?
No, because heroes fly.
What, you need your fake family to stand up for you? Hey!
Yeah!
Get him!
Man, sorry about that.
Get some!
Go, go, go! Grab it! Get out the way!
It's the train.
They're doing the subway. They're doing the subway.
Yep.
Billy Batson. I choose you as champion.
Hello?
Yes, I can't.
Say my name so my powers may flow through you.
But I don't know your name, sir.
Shazam.
Wait, for real?
Say you can't!
Shazam?
Say it. Yes. Yeah.
This means Billy.
What is happening?
You're the only person I know that knows anything about this Cape Crusader stuff.
Can I?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Crazy, right?
What are your superpowers?
Superpowers, dude? I don't even know how to pee in this thing.
AM to the PM, PM to the
Power chat.
Super
He's
strength.
dancing.
Can you fly?
If I quit your PM, I still rock Mercedes. If I quit this season, I still be
You okay? Why are you talking?
be on move. Sit down.
You know, I don't think that's gonna buff out.
Your phone's charged. Your phone's charged.
The hell?
You're like a bad guy, right?
You're like a bad guy.
Gentlemen!
You have bullet immunity!
I'm bulletproof.
You're dead.
Sorry about your window, but you're welcome for not getting robbed. Oh, hey, what's up? I'm a superhero.
Junker. Oh, man.
I am so excited for this.
Ooh wee.
I mean, like, it already looks like it's going to be one of my favorites.
So it got you?
Yes.
Okay.
Completely sold. It's like a childhood dream come true, and they're acting it out like I would do if I was a kid.
Yes, that was my favorite part about this. Like, there's certain things in the trailer that instantly, like, let you know he's a giant child. Like, even at the very end, like, where he says to the guy, they're walking out with all this junk food.
Yes, the Fritos.
The Fritos.
That's what got me.
They have a bunch of, like, a box of, like, soda.
Yeah.
When we first get the superpowers, he's like, what are your powers? Like, I don't know. And then he's like, they do, like, a test.
The strength test. He's just, like, punching through walls.
Yeah.
Like, let's see what I can do.
But also dancing in between.
Just like not taking it seriously at all. Just being like, oh, I'm a superhero now.
Because that's what you would do if you were a child. I think he's supposed to be maybe 13, 14 in this.
I also love how current they made it, just even with like the Game of Thrones line drop.
Yes.
Like, he's like, oh, it gets real Game of Thrones up in here.
And like, that's the other thing. I'm glad you brought that up because this trailer had lines that legitimately made me laugh.
Yeah.
Where in the same scene where he's like, why so dark? You're a crippled foster kid. You got it all. Like, oh, that's a good line. Like later on where he meets Mark Strong, who's playing the bad guy. Dr. Savannah, who was one of Shazam's arch nemesis from the comics. But we all know that Shazam's main arch nemesis will be played in future movies by a little individual that goes by the name of
The Rock.
The Rock!
The Rock, 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 the Rock.
Every time.
Every time. You know it's coming by now. Anytime he's in a movie. We're going to do a quick scrub scoop.
A little teeny one.
A little teeny one because this was a teaser trailer. But again, we see Freddie Freeman, who is his foster brother. That's a kid with the crutches. He later on also gets some of the Shazam power and becomes a superhero. Captain Marvel Jr., Shazam's original name in the comics were Captain Marvel. Obviously, you can see why they changed it over the past few years.
Just like they didn't want to give publicity to the
Yeah.
other guys.
Why feed the other monster?
If you couldn't tell, we were freaking out when they did the train scene.
Yes!
Because, like, that's like in the original comics, that's how Shazam got his power. He's got his power.
But even before we started, we were like, are they going to do the train thing? Is that going to be like a little hokey, a little cheesy? But in a movie like this, there's no such thing as hokey
and
and
they
cheesy.
made it look so cool.
They made it look so cool when Diamond Hansu, who was Korath in Guardians of the Galaxy, which kind of reminds me that he's also returning to play Korath in the Captain Marvel movie that's coming out next year.
So he's technically in 2 Captain Marvel movies, if we're going with Shazam's original name.
That's right. That's kind of a cool thing. But yes, he is the Wizard Shazam that we see in the subway station.
And it was funny because when I was watching that, I was like, oh, wow, like Wizard Shazam is getting serious.
Yeah. Well,
He's like, say my name.
It's like, is that your real name? Say it! Sound like an abusive boyfriend. You see early on why Billy Batson was chosen to be Shazam, because the Wizard always was looking for someone for 1,000 years in the comics. He was looking for the person who was pure enough of soul and mind to actually take on this great power.
Yeah, and it's clear that Billy is a protector because, you know, whenever the bullies were coming after his little brother, or I don't know,
Foster
same
brother.
age brother, but foster brother.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, get your fake family to protect you. He just turns around
That's
and
right.
grabs the crutch and knocks him out.
I'm like, get some, Billy. We get his first transformation here, and I was worried about how the suit was going to play in actual motion because a bunch of behind-the-scene photos have been leaked over the past year, and it kind of looks corny on set, but seeing it here in live action, I think it's perfect.
So cool.
So
it looks
cool.
Really cool. On
Like
live
what?
action.
Again, it is the kind of suit that, in this world, it makes sense because a 13-year-old would come up with this bright red super suit with this tiny cape on it.
It's exactly like what would come out of the imagination of a teenager.
Absolutely.
I'm interested to see like what the, I guess, conflict is going to be between them because it just like he comes out of nowhere. It looks like they're in some sort of like amusement park or something.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see what their conflict is going to be and like if he's going to have to really rise to the occasion and fight him in this film.
Right. Now, I was hoping that Black Adam, played by The Rock, would be in this one. I understand why they're saving him for the sequel. Heath Ledger, Batman style. You want to save your big guns after you test the waters.
And he has has to work up his powers. He has to like learn how to use that gift, that magic.
I get it. And I just want to say before we go, arguably my favorite bit this whole trailer was when he's just walking through the mall. Like, I love that he's walking through the mall as a superhero.
Just in the suit, no shame.
No shame, like completely nonchalant, and he's like, your phone's charged, what the hell? Oh, sorry.
Just zaps the phone to shit. Like, he doesn't even understand how to control the spells or magic that he has within him. He's just like figuring out that he can kind of fly and has super strength.
Exactly, yeah, he's just using his base powers, not even getting into all like the spell casting stuff. This movie, or as far as the trailer anyway, has surpassed my expectations. I was already excited to see it, and it did not disappoint.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, my face, I felt like, was frozen into a smile the whole time. Like, I was just so excited watching this, and like I said in the beginning, instantly it feels like it's gonna be in like the categories of some of my favorite films.
I think so.
I am so hyped for this.
I am hyped for this. Scoops! Thanks for checking out our Comic-Con trailer reaction for Shazam!
Shazam.
That's right. As always, make sure to like, subscribe, hey, hit that bell for alerts of new episodes.
Do that. And also leave us your comments. We always love to hear from you. And if you have any trailers you want us to do a reaction to, let us know, because like I said, there are so many dropping.
Exactly. Let us know what you thought about Shazam if you're excited for this. And gang, hey, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Scoobies Do Movies.
We post some cool stuff on there.
Every now and again. Yeah, it's good times. Yeah. All right, gang. Until next time, I've been Drag.
And I'm Alex.
Stay groovy, Scoobies.